Hi, everybody, and welcome to Child Welfare, Social Work 535. Sorry I didn't get an earlier video up introducing the course, but I think I've talked to just about everybody, and you're all on the right track. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and talk about the current events paper that is coming up for the end of the month. It's due on September 30th. This is your first kind of formal assignment for this course. The expectation is that you will all be lifelong learners. So my hope is that you will forever read things in the media, whether that's online or if you still have newspapers that you receive or magazines, or you'll listen to something on the news, NPR or another news source, and you will instantly say, I want to know more about that from my professional perspective, for my professional toolbox. And so this assignment is basically just asking you to do that. Find something in the media, current event. It can be a news article. It can be I guess it could be a blog. It could be a video from a news source. And tell me briefly what it is that excuse me, briefly about the current event. And then more importantly, go and find at least 3 additional professional resources. These can be journal articles, they can be reports from government-like organizations or from, national organizations. I'm thinking about, if you're looking up something on domestic violence, you might look up the National Association related to domestic violence, or Pennsylvania Coalition Against Rape, if you're talking about, sexual assault or rape. And something maybe that they have available, a report or something on their website. So that's really what it is you're going to identify a current event. You're going to go and find some additional resources. You're going to share what you find from those additional resources and then have a conclusion, kind of a so what. Now that you are more informed, now that you've informed me, what do you do with this information? Can you identify an action step? I'm big on that. If you've ever had me before, you probably have heard me say, so what? And so, if you can identify as part of your conclusion, kind of the what next or the so what for you personally, professionally, maybe some advocacy, societally, whatever it is that this current event paper has propelled you to do. So ultimately, the goal of the paper is to inform yourself more thoroughly, personally and professionally, about the topic from current events, and in turn inform me through your writing. People ask all the time, how many pages? How long should this be? It's very hard to say specifically a page limit. What I'm looking for is thoroughness, that you have gone and found some quality in the outside sources that you've identified. If you found something, say, from Newsweek, and then you went and found something from CNN and Huffington Post and a blog by someone, well, I wouldn't look favorably on that because none of those, they're all more news materials. So I'm looking more about the thoroughness of the outside sources that you find, the thoroughness of what you write, and that you pull it all together in a well-written document that's, a few pages. Probably 1 is too few. Absolutely, 8 or 10 is too many. It's somewhere in that 3 to 5-ish range. So I apologize if that causes you stress, that I'm not giving you an exact page number, but I'm really looking to allow you the opportunity for some creativity and to do some exploration and make this meaningful for you. That's for me what academic endeavors should be, a meaningful opportunity for learning for you. And then this is to share that with me. I will tell you that in-text citations and your reference page matter in APA format. I am looking for very basic, correct in-text citations and APA format. If you don't meet kind of the minimal standards, that could result in a loss of a point related to this. Also, just your writing quality. I highly recommend that you let somebody proofread it, before you submit it. Okay, so that's the current event paper. If you have more specific questions, certainly reach out to me. It is much better to shoot me a text than to send me an email. You'll get, if not an instant response, a very quick turnaround. And if it's something that I can't answer in a text, I will say to you, hey, can we set up a time to talk? Okay. The other thing I want to mention during this brief video is the first chat is coming up next week. If you've never used Google Hangouts, I will be setting it up this evening, Friday night, and you should get an invite. If you've never used it before, I need about 5 minutes of your time while you're at your computer so that I can go tell you where to go to click to set up Google Hangouts and accept the invite and be ready to go for the chat. Please do this ahead of time. It's very frustrating for me when a student sends me a text at 1 minute after the chat has started saying, I don't know how to find the chat. I'm in the middle of trying to conduct the chat and now, feeling stressed out because you can't access the chat. So please reach out to me, starting Saturday this week. I think there was just a glitch there because I think I accidentally hit the pause button. So I apologize for that. So anytime after Saturday this week, reach out to me and I can help you set up Google Hangouts. Okay. I will do another video coming up on the policy assignment and then on the evidence-based practice assignment, once it gets a little closer. If you have any questions, certainly reach out to me in the meantime. I look forward to chatting with all of you next week to talk about specifically the Perry book, but we probably will bring in some material from the first 4 chapters in the textbook. All right, have a great weekend, everybody.